Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Miami Dolphins and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. From the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Bridgewater on first down. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Bridgewater now from the 50. Open net is Waddle, complete. Room here to run. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. What's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him,
looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. From the 6. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Play fake. Bridgewater. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Waddle. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
He'll swing that out to Edmonds. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up 4th down. They'll go for it with Edmonds. And he is not going anywhere. They stop it for no gain. He needed 2. He barely got back to the line of scrimmage. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And that's a pleasing run there by Travis Etienne. And every time I see him carry it, I think of the word mature. Why? 4 full seasons at Clemson, not something you normally get with a running back. Had almost 5,000 yards rushing, the school record, along with 70 rushing touchdowns. That's both the school record and ACC record. The second running back taken in the draft after Najee Harris from Alabama, number 25 overall. He's now wearing number 1 in the NFL after wearing number 9 at Clemson. He loves those single digits.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
2nd and 11. Now Lawrence. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Completes it to Evan Ingram. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 6. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They go play action. Bridgewater. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Caught, it's Wilson. And he is going to have the Dolphins' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. Steps away to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On second down, this is Edmonds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Play action now. Bridgewater. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, Bridgewater. It's Hill, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
He'll air this one out for Kirk. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Bridgewater's throw is taken in by Waddle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First down, Bridgewater. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings them second down. And again, it's Bridgewater. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And the Dolphins are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. They'll try to run with Edmonds. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Chase Edmonds, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Now Bridgewater will lead the troops up to go for 2. Bridgewater will try and throw. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. They'll drop that underneath to ETN. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. To return, here's Agnew. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. He will take this all the way. Touchdown.
We've sat in a lot of meetings, and they always talk about the offense taking advantage of beginning a half. But special teams coaches don't listen to that. They want to take advantage with their own unit, and they just did.
And they trailed in the locker rooms, and they changed that immediately.
I think they drew that one up special. That felt like something he pulled out of his pocket that he'd been holding for a while, and they were able to use it effectively.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Throwing is Bridgewater. He's got a man. It's his fullback. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing, Bridgewater. It's brought in by Wilson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Play fake. Bridgewater. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. A handoff for Etienne. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And they'll go again with Etienne. Fights loose. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 52 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Going for it, here's Etienne. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this one is incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They go play action now. Lawrence finds his tight end Ingram. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They go play action with Lawrence. It's complete to Fuller. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. On the jet sweep, here comes Fuller. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Robinson fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because...
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They go play action. Bridgewater. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Turnover that just got him the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a 1-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, then?
No, I don't, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
63 yards on the ground for him so far. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Another toe for Etienne. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Oh, Ingram, he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Lawrence. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Here's Hill on the return. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind on.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure. And it's second down. Bridgewater. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. And they'll run with Etienne. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.